Well, hey guys, that we are in the middle of week 3 of our Food for the Soul series. Some groups have already finished. Everyone should have finished week 2, but we also have some groups that have finished week 3 at this point. So we had a long first week, and then the videos are getting shorter and shorter, and the week 3 is the shortest one. And so I think you'll enjoy having that extra time to interact with one another. I want to just throw out a shout out. If any of you guys have questions, we've been dealing with on Sunday, the 7 churches in Revelation. It's prompting a lot of questions in my brain that I'm researching and looking at. Gary's kind of bringing out some great thoughts on Sundays, but I just want to throw that out. If any of you guys have questions that you're encountering during the week or during your group, we'd love to know what those are. Gary's looking at maybe answering some of those in kind of a short video format, so you can send those to me and I can collect those at jonathan@gracearlington.com, or we might have another mechanism for that in the future. We just want you to know that we are a resource for you guys as different questions pop up in your group. I know in week 2 there was that question, what do you do if you have people that disagree about a Bible passage? What we don't say is that everyone's right. What we do say is, man, let's go to the Bible and let's do observation, interpretation, application, and really dig deeper together as a group. And so, man, I just want to also say, if you're having any troubles in your group, I'd love to know what those are. I've been doing this for a long time, and different strategies for different kind of things to help things. For example, if your prayer times are going long, it's taking a really long time to get around the circle, I've got prayer cards that are just a great way to fill out a quick card. Everyone write down their prayer requests, you shuffle them up, deal them out, and then everyone can pray. And what that does, it allows everyone to pray. It has everyone share simultaneously, and then it kind of is a very time efficient way of getting through prayer times. I don't use that all the time in my group, but I do it when my group is kind of bigger or I have a time constraint. So I'll be using that this week for my group, because I've got a lot I'm trying to pack into our meeting together. So just want to throw out that tip as well. On the topic of questions, I also just want to make sure you guys have the freedom, as you're preparing for the study, as you're listening to the sermon on Sunday, as you're writing down your own observation during the week, if you have a question you want to insert, feel free to do that. Sometimes the best questions come from a host who's got an idea of a great question. I really enjoyed the question of, what Bible do you use and why? I think that's a great question to ask around the group. And so if there's a question that pops in your brain, feel free to swap in one of your questions for the ones that we supplied in the book. I want you to feel freedom there. So another thing I wanted to just mention is, hey, we're trying to tie this into the sermon series. So when you come on Sundays, I encourage you, bring your books with you. There's a place for sermon notes in there, a place to write down stuff, put that with your Bible. And that's a great just reminder as that travels to your group. Here's where all my sermon notes. If you forgot that, we do have a copy of the sermon notes at gracearlington.com/sermons. So if you didn't get a paper copy of the sermons or lost your page you're written down, if you want to remind yourself what the sermon was about, you can go to gracearlington.com/sermons, click on the sermon for the week you're interested in, and you can get a copy of the sermon notes right there. The other thing I was just going to mention this week in our Host Helps video is, it's good to look for opportunities to build relationships outside of group time. So for example, I invite people regularly to my house, either to watch a Cowboys game together, or to go on an outing together, go geocaching, go disc golfing, and I'll invite people for my group game nights. I love having game nights. So, be on the lookout for great opportunities to spend time with people in your group outside of group time. So it could be this Sunday. Grace Cafe is a fantastic opportunity for that. It could be something else that's coming up on your radar, whether it's a trip to Canton to go to First Monday, whether it's a movie you're going to see. Be thinking, man, who could I invite to come with me on this event together? And then we can spend time together, grow in relationship, and grow as a group better outside of group time in addition to group time. So that's kind of what's on my brain this week for Host Helps. We got a special thing planned for this Sunday, so I hope all you guys will be there for it. It's going to be a special celebration that Gary will share on Sunday. And man, I just look forward to hearing all the stories as we're going through this series together. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know, and I'll be reaching out to you guys over the next couple of weeks as we keep going through Food for the Soul. Bye.